A, C, B, A.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with an update. I don't know that this is going to be quick, but I'll try to get you in and out as quick as possible. Hopefully this will be painless and enjoyable for you. So first and foremost, please go back and check out last week's episode of the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. Episode 180 is available for your listening and viewing pleasure. Just go back and check out everything that I put out in the past 2 weeks, even though there will be some updates in this video to some of those things that I have posted in the past couple weeks. But just a real quick recap of those things that we saw for Fan First Monday, this past Monday, 2/21/22. We know we're going to get quite a few Spider-Man offerings this year as it is the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. They finally showed us a single-carded deluxe box set Rhino. We know that Storm from that little VHS celebratory X-Men series is going to be coming. We're going to get Future Foundation Stealth Suit Spider-Man. We'll get another wave of What If, and we already know that Ultron is going to be the Build-A-Figure for that wave. And then they showed us the Controller Build-A-Figure wave, which will be the first Avengers wave of 2022. We know that Thor, Blue Marvel, Madam Hydra, Speedball, Quake / Maria Hill, and U.S. Agent will be the 6 out of the 7 figures you need to complete the Controller Build-A-Figure. And then we're also going to get Mark 70 Iron Man that does not come with a Build-A-Figure part. Shout out to E. Rivera 94 who actually had the first look at this figure. You should go check that out. Also shout out to Toy Bro who had the first look at the Speedball figure, which looks a lot better in hand. And then we also got a tease with this little beaker here. I'm thinking that that'll be a figure that I have been hoping for a long time that I'll get into shortly here. So I'd like to think as a quote unquote influencer that I do have a little bit of pull, a little bit of influence in the community, and in conjunction with you guys, we do help to push these companies in the right direction in terms of things that we want and need to complete teams and just to round out our collection and bolster our Marvel universe in 6-inch form. So over the past 2 years, I have really been advocating for certain figures, and I actually put up a little checklist on my Instagram right before the Fan First Monday just to see where we are. So way back in December of 2019, I put up a video titled Boog Nice's Top 10 Hasbro Marvel Legends Wanted for 2020. And in that video, I listed Sebastian Shaw, Wolfsbane, Dragonman, Overdrive, Peter Parker, Black Tom Cassidy, Electro, Banshee, Swimsuit Storm, Blue Marvel, a female S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and Galactus. And I was hoping that we would get a HasLab Galactus. And since then, we have gotten a Sebastian Shaw, we've gotten Peter Parker, Black Tom Cassidy, Electro, Swimsuit Storm. We just got the announcement of Blue Marvel finally, female S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in the same wave as Blue Marvel, and we have a HasLab Galactus slated to release this year. So back in December of 2020, I put up a video entitled Boog Nice's Top 10 Hasbro Marvel Legends Wanted for 2021 Predictions and Odds. And that list included Overdrive again / Superior Spider-Man. I think I may have wanted that to be like a box set or something like that. Dragonman, Wolfsbane, again, her 2-legged sort of wolf form and her 4-legged wolf form. And then I talked about the possibility of other feline characters and how that might actually get us close to getting a Corsair and a Starjammers. I had Annihilis on that list. Bruce Banner, who I do believe may have been teased at the end of this Fan First Monday when they showed that little beaker. Doc Samson, She-Hulk with the onesie, Maestro Hulk, which we did get, Banshee, which we're still waiting for, but we got Siren on the way before Banshee. Maybe a box set of the Jim Lee costumed X-Men, possibly a box set that features Vulcan and Deathbird, or Lilandra and Deathbird. I mentioned Havok and that whole rise and fall of the Shi'ar Empire storyline. We are going to be getting Havok in the Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave. I mentioned a classic Doctor Strange and how if they gave us all of the bells and whistles in terms of accessories, how that could be a deluxe box set. We did get Doctor Strange. In fact, I got to reveal that figure and review him. If you haven't checked that out, please go back and check it out. And big shout out to the guys at Hasbro because I just got my actual copy of Doctor Strange yesterday. So thank you guys. You know, the original copy that I had was a review sample and I had to send it back, but they did send me one and I got it yesterday. I also had Astonishing X-Men Wolverine and Blue Marvel. The very next day, on the 9th of December 2020, I put up a list of Build-A-Figures and deluxe box set figures that I wanted for 2021. I mentioned Penny Parker and the Spider-Bot, Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin, Mr. Hyde, which we did get, Mojo, Spiral, Longshot, some variation of those, maybe some box set, maybe Mojo as a Build-A-Figure, maybe Spiral and Longshot together in a box set. I mentioned Mephisto, who could possibly be a Build-A-Figure this year. I also mentioned the Powers of X sort of future Groot-looking dude who may have actually just been some version of Krakoa, living Krakoa. I mentioned Goliath. Now that could be Pym Goliath, old school version. That doesn't have to be huge. He could still be a Build-A-Figure, as he is just larger than a regular sized man, maybe like 10, 11 feet or something like that. I mentioned Frost Giants, which could be a HasLab project. Blob, which I think we'll get soon. Comic-based Watcher. We did get the What If version of the Watcher. I think a comic-based Watcher is coming sometime soon. Nimrod Sentinels, which I've been advocating for a very long time. Maestro Hulk, which we did get. A-Bomb, which I think is going to be coming soon. I mentioned Knull, which we know we're getting. Not sure exactly how he's going to be packed, but it is going to be some type of deluxe figure. I don't think he will be a Build-A-Figure. And I mentioned Ursa Major, who was my #1 in that particular video, and we did get an Ursa Major Build-A-Figure. And then about a month ago, on January 7th, 2022, I put out a video entitled Boog Nice's Most Anticipated Hasbro Marvel Legends of 2022 and Why They Matter. So I listed things that we knew were already coming, and based on those figures that we knew were coming, what also might be coming down the pipeline. And I listed a new Punisher, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, all probably done with new head sculpts from Paul Harding, Team X Wolverine, Atlas, Giant Man, Bill Forster Goliath or Goliath, some version of those characters. Quite possibly this could be a huge HasLab project. I'll talk about that more later. Celia Reyes, Marrow, Modern Thor, which we just got confirmation of in the Controller Build-A-Figure wave. Venom, which we all suspect may be packed in with this Knull figure that's on the way. Dylan, who is the son of Eddie Brock, aka Venom. And if they do a Dylan figure, then they have to do Franklin Richards. Lilandra, Deathbird, some older characters that I've been talking about since 2018, 2019. Gorgon, we know that's coming based on the fact that the Rentra Build-A-Figure has those sort of hooved feet, legs. Lockjaw, Throg, which could give way to a full pet Avengers team. That would be fun. Comic Wong, now that we have a classic Doctor Strange, Wong has to be on the way. And Pretty Boy, we know that Dwight is definitely going to be trying to complete the Reavers, but I believe this is a full list of things that are imminent. I'm going to actually put the full checklist in the comments below. But yeah, just to kind of cap this off, 10 figures that I know are going to be coming based on everything that I went over here and my little list. I think we can absolutely expect Wolfsbane in some form or fashion, Dragonman, Banshee in particular, because this is one that Dwight has to personally tackle, being that old Banshee was so bad. This is also going to finish up our sort of like giant size X-Men team. Annihilis, big Fantastic Four villain, a character that may actually show up in the MCU in this next phase of Marvel. Bruce Banner, who again, I think was the character that was teased with that little beaker. One that I didn't really mention here, but that I did discuss with Ryan when I had posed the question to the team and asked them all what was a character that they would like to personally see made. Ryan said Armor. Now, I don't know that we will see her this year, but I do believe that's a character that will be made. Penny Parker and the Spider-Bot. They're definitely going to finish up that first Into the Spider-Verse team before the second Into the Spider-Verse movie drops. Mojo, which means those other characters alongside Mojo will be coming as well, like Longshot and Spiral, but Mojo, part of my 10. Luke Cage, I'm sticking to Luke Cage. Remember I said that he might be announced on the 20th of this month. We got Blue Marvel and Pretty Boy, which was the figure that Dwight mentioned that he wanted to see made. That'll kind of cap off the main characters for the Reavers. So those 10 we're going to hear about in 2022, I believe. But again, the full list will be in the comments below. All of these figures are coming. I guarantee you in some form or fashion it's happening. But let's talk about it. Come hang out with us tonight on the podcast. We going live about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. But again, let's talk about all of this in the comments below. Who you think is coming? Who do you want to see? What would you like me to propose to the team the next time I get to sit down and speak with them? All of that stuff. All right, let's get the discussion going. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, Peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year.